If you've been following over the last few seasons, you probably remember when we installed these raised containers on these posts, and I'm still trying to find the right look that we've been wanting. We've used a couple of different plant material over the last few seasons, and I think we've had some issues with our irrigation as far as consistency and the fact that they're elevated, they're up in that hot ambient air during that summer temperature. We've got these kind of wicker liners that allow more of that moisture to kind of come out. So we're kind of changing our approach this year a little bit, like all gardening. So full disclosure, that's what I wanted to share with you, what we're doing to sort of try to mitigate some of those issues that we've been seeing over the last few seasons. In the previous years, we've had liners that have had holes in the side so that we could add more plant material to kind of flow out the side. So this year we went with liners that did not have any holes so that we don't lose any more moisture or any soil out the sides. The other thing is we're going with plants that are a little bit hardier. So we've got different cultivars of Lantana that we're planting in here. So let's go over here to one that we're getting started on, and I'll tell you another thing that we're doing. So also in one of our previous segments, we've really liked the Fox Farm potting soil. It's a really nice, rich soil. The other thing I've done is I've added soil moist to it. So soil moist are crystals that hold moisture. So we're hoping that will kind of help regulate between the wet and the drying out of these. So I've mixed that up, and you'll add those soil moist crystals per the size of your container based off of the back of the label. So we've got about 5 gallons of soil we're putting in here. That was half of it right there. For this particular one, we're going to put this Bandolista Pineapple Lantana. We've really gone with cultivars that are in those shades of yellows, reds and oranges, and a little bit of pink in some of them. But this is a nice new one. It's a sterile variety, so you don't have to worry about it spreading. It is tropical, so it's not a perennial one. But this one is going to reach about 15 to 18 inches in height and get to be about a 2.5 foot spread. So we're just putting one per container in all of these to give us a nice full display. And my hope is that we have these nice colorful containers on posts out here during the summertime. But each container is going to be a different cultivar, so we can really kind of compare. I know sometimes when I see cultivars and it's like, it's another yellow or another pink, what is the difference? And this is going to allow us to see some of that habit and how those differ from one another. So we've got it in here, we've got it placed. I kind of like to put half the soil in it, place our container, and then now we need to go get a little bit more soil with that soil moist to finish up around here. So before we go ahead and fill soil in around this, another thing you might want to make sure you do is to kind of tease those roots if they're really root bound. You can see this one is not too bad. It's actually really decent, but we just want to make sure if there are any circling roots that we open those up, kind of tear them. It's not going to hurt the plant. And that's just actually going to encourage those roots to go out into that container a bit more. So now we're going to fill the rest of this up with our potting soil. And again, we want to make sure that we're not completely filling it to the brim. You can see I got quite a bit of soil there, but we're going to level this out and make sure that you're planting it at the depth that the plant was in its container so that we're not burying that plant. And again, you can see I've left about a 1-inch lip around this, and that's important, especially if you're adding that soil moist, because that will swell in that soil and you don't want it to like essentially push your soil out of the container when you water it. Also, that's going to be nice so that we don't have that soil falling out onto especially our gravel here. Would be very noticeable. So really this is all we need to do to get our containers. I got a few more to do. We've got 9 here total, but I think it's going to make a really nice display this summer. And if you're here at the Botanic Garden, stop by and see which variety you like the best. We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.